All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessing to the whole collective Israel. And the title of this lesson, well, really the subject matter of this lesson, is going into the new heavens and the new earth, which is getting ready to spring forth after these nuclear missiles hit. Because during the floods back in Genesis the 7th chapter with Noah, the earth, well, all the land masses were connected prior to the flood. All right, that's where you get Pangea. That's why you look at a world map and all the continents fit into each other like a puzzle piece. Well, it was because at one time they were once all together. And because of the force and strength and power the Most High came with when he flooded the earth with his indignation, again back in Genesis the 7th chapter, all the land masses separated to where you see they are they are standing today. But this is getting ready to happen again, because this time, according to Genesis the 9th chapter, Most High made a covenant which he would not no longer flood the earth by water. So this time he's getting ready to what? Flood the earth by fire. Okay, that's Revelation the 20th chapter. All right, the whole world is getting ready to what? Be changed. All right, and so you think of the land masses you see today, they're not going to be the same. The shape and the globe you see in your classroom is not going to be the same no more. All right, it's going to be inaccurate, because again, there's going to be a new heavens and a new earth. So for example, the land mass you see of so-called America is getting ready to what? Be a desert. All right, and it shall no longer be inhabited, but by what? By weird animals, pretty much. Okay, it shall be the habitation of devils. So or the other lands what that get hit by this nuclear missile destruction. All right, it's gonna what? It's gonna sink into the bottom of the ocean. So parts of America is gonna be underwater. So like think of Florida, think of New Orleans. It's gonna be leveled. All right, and it's gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean. So wherever the Most High's indignation is, so wherever these nuclear missiles hit, it's gonna shape the earth, the planet. It's gonna reshape it. Okay, because these land masses will be like as Sodom and Gomorrah. They're gonna be left as ashes, and new lands might come up. All right, and the old lands are gonna sink. Okay, because why? Because the Most High is getting ready to shake the earth of his foundations. All right, where it shall shake to and fro like a drunkard, just like this animation. Okay, so I'm gonna start here in Isaiah the 13th chapter and start at the 9th verse. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Okay, so the beginning of this chapter, chapter 13, Isaiah 13, how it says what? The burden of Babylon. This is how this chapter opens up. All right, because the epicenter of the Most High's indignation is going to be where? Here in so-called America. All right, Babylon the Great, the mystery whore Babylon is America. Okay, this is the land of the Most High's indignation. All right, this is the center of the Most High's anger. All right, so this land is going to be what? It's going to be desolate. So it's going to cease to exist. All right, and what? It's going to be a desert. It's going to be a desert, or it's going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. All right, parts of it. Part of it's going to be desert, like the more mountainous parts of the country. All right, so like Colorado and Denver and stuff like that. And again, places by the coast are going to sink to the bottom of the ocean. All right, but continuing, this is verse 10. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. For the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Why? Because the smoke, all right, the smoke and burning of these land masses once they're hit by these nuclear missiles, all right, turning everything into what? Ashes, all right, making it return to the dust. These nuclear missiles burn at ridiculously high temperatures, and it literally is going to turn everything to dust. Okay. But continuing to 11, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. All right, why? Because the Most High has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, of the earth, because they continuously walk in darkness and they love evil. There's no judgment, there's no truth, okay, and there's no judgment, and there's no knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yoshai at all in this place. Hence why it has to be cleansed. All right, fire is a cleansing agent. So all the filth of this earth is getting ready to what? Be put out, be cleaned away, wiped away. All right, and then that's what's going to bring forth this new heavens and new earth. All right, where the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established upon. All right, but continuing, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. All right, that's why pride cometh before destruction. All the proud and haughty looks, the high looks of the people, they're getting ready to be what? Humble. All right, and they're going to be greatly ashamed. And continuing, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. Exactly. All right, and the terrible is Esau, Edom. All right, and you Edomites. All right, specifically, okay. This is 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir. So not just any man, obviously a man of understanding. All right, because wisdom, knowledge, understanding shall be the stability of thy time. So a lot of you, you women, all right, you're gonna be put in order, and if you're not put in order, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna be put to death. Okay, a lot of women are getting ready to die. All right, and the only way you're gonna make it is by cleaving on to a man of the Lord. That's it. All right, and then and if you don't have a man at the time, you will find a man. All right, and as simple as that. All right, so this is 13. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. All right, again, the foundation of the earth is getting ready to what? To be shifted. Okay, moved. All right, then that means it's gonna be in a different shape. Okay, it's still gonna be the earth, but you can say what it contains, the continents are getting ready to be shifted. All right, to make new lands. And in these when the earth being shaken to and fro like a drunkard, it's gonna what? It's gonna arise new lands, because there's land on the bottom of the ocean. Okay, so new lands are gonna spring up also. All right, so again, this is that new heavens and the new earth that's getting ready to be sprung forth after this nuclear destruction. All right, because what people think with nuclear Armageddon, all right, nuclear holocaust, that's what they call it. No one's going to be able to abide no more. The earth is just going to be completely wasted away. That's not the case. All right, because if it wasn't for the elect's sake, no flesh would be saved. So, it's because of the elect. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established as it is in the heaven. It's going to be here on the earth. All right, but first has to come the day of the Lord, the day of the Lord's fierce anger, his indignation, to wipe away all the ungodly. All right, but continuing, in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts of armies, and in the day of his fierce anger. Exactly. All right. So, moving on to Haggai chapter 2 and start at verse 6. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land. And I will shake all the nations, and the desire of all the nations shall come, and I shall. That can go perfectly with Isaiah the 2nd chapter again, because I got this out because why? Because the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established. All right, and the elect being the first fruits, okay, they are going to be the ones that are going to be the rulers of the earth. All right, under Yahweh Shem Yoshai, of course. All right, and the tabernacle of David, Malak Dawadah, King David. All right. It's about his kingdom is getting ready to be established of old. All right, back here on the planet Earth. But continuing, I will fill this house with glory, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. The silver is mine and the gold is mine. All right, that's talking about the elect. Okay, and that could be twofold. All right, because everything, the fatness of the earth and everything is belongs to Yahweh Shem Shai. It's his creation. All right, but the silver and gold, that's likened onto the elect because they have made it through the the furnace of adversity. All right, they were tried and refined. All right, this is verse 9. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than of the former. All right, again, because this is the kingdom of heaven coming. All right, and the tabernacle of David of old is getting ready to be risen up. All right, the old tabernacle of David is it's going to be lesser than the new one. Why? Because this is the time of Jacob's blessing. This is the time for us to inherit our blessing. All right, because Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. All right, because when King David, he was in power, he was always in war. He was always fighting. Okay, but we know in the kingdom of heaven establishes that there's not going to be no more wars. Okay, and in saying that, that's perfect. I'm gonna get Isaiah the 65th chapter, but let me finish up the precept. Saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, in this place will I give peace. Exactly, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai of hosts. All right, so that's why there's no peace here on the earth, because the kingdom of heaven is not established. All right, the Most High children are not they're not set up yet. All right, the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yashai is not established here on the earth yet. All right, but very soon. So going back to Isaiah, this is Isaiah chapter 65, and start at verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, because ain't nobody gonna remember, all right, how this place was before, because this is a nightmare. Okay, no one's gonna want to remember this place, and not going to remember this place. Why? Because the kingdom of heaven is getting ready to be established. Okay, in its great glory. Okay, but continuing, and the former, well, going back, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. Exactly, because we're gonna be, in the kingdom. All right, this is 18. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. All right, again, because why? The curse is getting lifted off of us, and we're coming into our blessing, the covenant. Right, we are the children of the promise. Okay, the Israelites. All right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, we're not rejoicing, and we're not in joy. We're in sorrow. Why? Because we are still this day in the land of our captivity. Okay, so this is 19. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem. Hey, the Most High is not rejoicing in Jerusalem right now. A bastard is dwelling in Asgard. These mole rats are living in our land. All right, that's to show you how mad the Most High was. He has these people which he hates in our holy land. Okay, but the Most High is not rejoicing in Jerusalem right now. All right, but even saying that, again, Israel, all right, or Jerusalem, it's a people before it is a place. Okay, so this is talking about the people, all right, not just the place. Okay, it's the people first, and wherever they dwell. Okay, which is our holy land, which is Jerusalem. Okay, it's always been our home, but we just got kicked out. But anyways, continuing, and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. All right, again, because peace is getting ready to be established. The kingdom of heaven is getting ready to come. So all this great destruction which is getting ready to come, the balance is the Most High is what? He's going to bring peace, and forever bring peace. Why? Because Jerusalem, it literally means the city of peace. All right, we're a peaceful people. And now we're getting ready to what? Again, receive our promise. All right, that the Most High made with our forefathers. But continuing, it's 20. There shall be no more thence of an infant of days, nor an old man that have not fulfilled his days. All right, so children dying, at a young age, and old men, men not reaching their, their living their life to the fullest. All his days shall be filled. Okay, so continuing, for the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. So saying if you die at 100 years old, that'll be a curse. All right, so we're getting ready to live for a very, very long time. Okay, continuing to 21, and they shall build houses and inhabit them. All right, because right now we build houses, but we don't inhabit them. We pay rent, right? Even if you own a home, you still pay taxes on it. Okay, and really we built this country up, and we don't enjoy the fruits of this kingdom. All right, we're what? We're slaves. We're inbred slaves. Okay, we were born slaves. Okay, from our birth we were born slaves. All right, we don't enjoy the full. We don't want to, because this is not our place of rest. But nonetheless, continuing, they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people. All right, and trees live for hundreds of years old. All right, the redwood trees, they live for a long time. Okay, the Most High is saying we're going to go back to what? Our first estate. All right, we're going back to the beginning. All right, that's why Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning. That followeth. All right, continuing. And mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. All right, again, the first fruits, the elect. Okay, the 1/3, and of course the 144,000. All right, they're getting ready to what? Enjoy the work of their hands. All right, what we're doing right now. The prophets and the helps. Benefiting or pushing the plow. Okay, abiding in the suffering of Yahweh Shem Shai. So what? We can be joint heirs. Okay, this is continuous 23. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed. For they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, and the offspring with them. All right, so our children shall also, all right, enjoy the fruits of the kingdom. All right, so the 2/3 that are completely wiped off. All right, because the 2/3, when the Most High says he's going to destroy the sinners of, he's going to say that he's going to destroy the sinners of my people. Okay, he shall wipe the land desolate. The Most High is completely going to do away with 2/3. There's no 2/3 is going to make it. All right, but the heathen, which do make it, all right, because the heathen aren't going to make it. They are going to make it. Now, though, I say it like this, however many amount of the heathen get destroyed, whatever. All right, but there's going to be a amount of heathen that are left. Why? Because they're getting ready to be first fruits of slavery. All right, so. But again, going back to the new heavens and new earth, after these heathen, except for Esau, because he's going to get put away after 1,000 years, once the heathen serve their hardcore bondage, they're what? They're going to go into their own lands. All right, they're going to receive their inheritance. All right, because back in Deuteronomy 32nd chapter, the Most High divided the sons of Adam, and he separated them according to the children of Israel. Roughly paraphrasing. These other nations, they're going to get their lands back also, because India is not going to be India. They're all going to be different, but they're going to receive their inheritance also. All right. So that's why they're going to sing and joy, because why? The righteous are getting to be in authority. There's not going to be no more war, nothing like that. No more, nasty, disgusting things that happen on this side won't happen on the other side. And then in the kingdom, will the heathen rebel and stuff like that and go off? Of course, because they're not going to be perfect. But the righteous are in authority, so that's why the people are going to rejoice. All right, so I'm just gonna move on and close out here in 2 Peter chapter 3, start at verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. All right, a thief in the night to who? To the people that aren't watching. All right, because 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1 and 2, it's the elect are always watching, so there's no need for like how the precept goes, but they're constantly watching, so they're not going to be caught unawares. All right, because we know the day of the Lord is coming. All right, and that's what we haste greatly. All right, and that's in this I'm gonna get into that also, but continuing, in the which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. So all this stuff, the high-rise buildings, the hotels, the cars, Lamborghinis, and whatever you name it, it's all going to be burnt away. Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all these designer things, the luxuries and delicacies of this world is what is going to be put away and burnt up. Okay, it's 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? All right, so that's why you're not supposed to be part of the world. All right, you're supposed to separate yourself from this world, so you don't want to partake in none of his plagues, and you be born in vain also. Okay, we talk about heavenly things. All right, things that are to come. We talk about, we ponder on how the earth is going to look, once all the smoke clears and the Most High, sets everything right in order. Okay, once all the bloodshed stops, after the saints taking the kingdom, we wonder, we ponder on how beautiful and how wonderful these things are getting ready, the blessings that are getting ready to come. All right, that's what you're supposed to be talking about. All right, we're really worrying about salvation. Okay, because before that comes, it's baby steps. You take one step at a time. All this thing has to play out in proper order. Everything is done decently and in order. So hey, salvation above all. That shield of faith. Hoping that we are the first fruits of. That's why we say we're the hopeful elect. All right, but that's what your conversation should be. Getting out of here. Okay. But continuing, this is 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, when the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, right, because we are the children of the promise, all right, we are the Israelites, okay. Continuing, we look for new heavens, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. All right, because that's what we're hastening for. All right, the kingdom of heaven, because we know the kingdom of heaven is going to be established in righteousness. This place today is established in wickedness. Job 9:24. Okay, all this is getting ready to be dissolved and burnt up. All right, and that new heavens and the new earth is getting ready to be put forth. That new Jerusalem coming out of heaven. Which is once we get beamed up by these chariots, we're going to come down and what? We're going to get ready to establish the kingdom of heaven. And there shall be everlasting kingdom forever and ever. And we shall always be with our power, Yahweh Shai. Okay? And never again will this happen again. All right, but hey, Lord's one is edifying. And as always, want to give our praises to Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, Bashim Makak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessing to the whole collective Israel. Shalom.